Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2021 Genesis G80 3.5T with the Prestige package, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The idea of a Korean luxury automaker was the furthest thing from the public's collective mind when Hyundai launched the Genesis sedan in 2009. But slow and steady progress has indeed resulted in a standalone Genesis brand starting in 2017, and now a full redesign of the midsize sedan that started it all. The 2021 Genesis G80 builds on the groundwork laid by its predecessors, offering more technology, driving aids, and luxury features than ever before. Genesis has also given the G80 the quad headlight design and large grille that it first introduced on the new GV80 SUV and refreshed G90 large sedan. The 2021 Genesis G80 is a pretty compelling package compared to luxury stalwarts such as the Audi A6, BMW 5 Series, and Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Other brands such as Lexus and Volvo offer luxury alternatives as well. The 2021 Genesis G80 is available in two trim levels that depend on the engine selected. The G80 2.5T is powered by a 2.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine. That engine makes 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, and the G80 3.5T uses a turbocharged 3.5-liter V6. That engine makes 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. Both engines use an 8-speed automatic transmission and can be optioned with all-wheel drive. The base model Genesis G80 is the 2.5T. It can be had in rear-wheel drive for $47,700, or it can be had in all-wheel drive for $50,850. Either way, the G80 2.5T starts you off with 18-inch wheels, LED exterior lighting, proximity key with push-button ignition, power-adjustable and heated front seats, power-adjustable steering column, simulated leather seating surfaces, dual-zone climate control, a 12-speaker audio system, 14.5-inch infotainment touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, navigation, and heated rear seats and steering wheel when you option it with all-wheel drive. The Genesis G80 also comes with a host of standard safety features such as adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, evasive steering assist, blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert, driver attention warning, and a lane keeping system. Two packages are available for the G80 2.5T. One is the Advanced package. It includes 19-inch wheels, hands-free power trunk opener, ventilated front seats, panoramic sunroof, special wood trim, power rear sunshades, 3-zone climate control, and a Lexicon audio system with 21 speakers. The other package is a Prestige package. That package includes leather seating surfaces, soft closed doors, a wireless device charger, heated rear seats and steering wheel when you get it with all-wheel drive, surround view camera system, blind spot camera, rear automatic braking, and remote automated parking system. Your other trim level is the 3.5T V6. You can have that in either rear-wheel drive for $59,100 or all-wheel drive for $62,250. Compared to the base 2.5T, the 3.5T has the more powerful V6 engine, as well as the contents of the Advanced package, leather seating surfaces, soft closed doors, and a wireless device charger. One package is available for the G80 3.5T. It's called the Prestige package, and it includes features from the 2.5T's Prestige package that otherwise weren't standard on the 3.5T. You also get 20-inch wheels, upgraded leather seating surfaces, microfiber suede headliner, head-up display, and a digital gauge cluster. For the full luxury sedan experience, I'd opt for the G80 3.5T for its more powerful engine and greater number of standard features. To that, I'd add the Prestige package for its impressive array of additional features. You may also want to opt for all-wheel drive if you live in an area with inclement weather or you just prefer the setup. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2021 Genesis G80 luxury sedan. Real quick, however, before we get started, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links in the description below. You know, obviously the Genesis G80 is a luxury sedan. I've done build and price reviews of other luxury sedans, such as the 2021 BMW 540i xDrive with an M Sport package. Nice car. I also did the 2021 Audi A6 Premium Plus with an S-Line package. Very sporty, very nice car. And I also did the 2021 INFINITI Q50 Red Sport 400. And surprisingly, that is a very nice car. So, after you watch this video, make sure you watch one or two of those other videos as well. Okay, so before we actually jump into our build and price of our 2021 Genesis G80, let's first go over the features. If we actually look at the top of the website up here, we can see they've got design features they want to tell us about. We can take a look at the gallery images. We can do a 360 view of the exterior, and we can check out the technology, the safety, the performance features. They also have accessories we can go over. So let's go through that information first, and then we'll come back and do the build and price. So we're going to start off with the design features, and right off the bat, Genesis is telling us that this car is a prodigy among luxury sedans. It's got dynamic lines, engineered architecture, supple interior. It's got a sweeping fascia. The front end looks okay. It does look okay, and it's got a lot of luxury. They're giving you a lot of luxury for the money. They don't really have anything else to say about the design, so let's move on to the gallery. Now, normally, I would go through the gallery images one by one. That's what I usually do. But for Genesis having an all-new car, an all-new G80, they just got done telling us in the design section, they only have 5 little photos, and so we don't really need to go through those individually. We can see those all here. So let's move on to the interior photos. And here again, looking at the interior photos of the 2021 Genesis G80, they didn't offer us very many. We, again, have 5 interior photos with one big photo in the center. So we do get a decent shot of the interior. We can see that supple leather upholstery. We can see the infotainment system. We can see the climate control system. We can see the push-drive transmission, which manufacturers seem to be going to these days. So now let's move on to a 360-degree view. Oh, wait, actually, there's more design information, more design feature information. Right here, they're telling us that the G80 has brazen styling, right? It's got a rear curvature that echoes the styling of classic race cars. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I'm not so sure about that at all. Here they talk about that front fascia, the crest grille, and the LED quad headlights. You've got your available panoramic sunroof. There's also exquisite finishes. There's available quilted Napa leather, matte finish wood trim is throughout the cabin. And they have what they call a Korean architectural philosophy that's called beauty of white space. Here they're showing us a shot of the ergonomic center console. They say that it leverages the elegance of simplicity. The features are minimal in the cabin, and the controls adorn the ergonomic center console like jewelry and carry over the G-Matrix design. And the G-Matrix design had to do with that front grille as well. Lastly, over here for design features, they talk about the revitalizing climate controls. They do look very nice. They're integrated quite nicely into the dash. You get standard heating and optional ventilation for the front seats, along with available ventilated and heated rear seats. That's an available option for the back. Okay, so here we are at the 360-degree view of the 2021 Genesis G80. Now we can actually do a 360 walk around. I don't know how I feel about those, whatever the styling is they have on the front of those front vents there. I'm not sure about that. Again, I'm also not sure about the styling of the 60s era's race cars. I'm not so sure about that back end either. But here we go. We've got a nice view, a 360-degree walk around of the Genesis G80. And, you know, it's not a bad-looking car. It's not a bad-looking car. You know, the back end sort of kind of reminds me of sort of like an Audi Sportback look a little bit. But, yeah. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the technology features for the 2021 Genesis G80. They say those features are seductively innovative. Why do they say that? Because they say that the G80 was crafted to feel uncomplicated while at the same time employing some of the most sophisticated tech on the market. I actually like that concept. They also talk about how a lot of their technology and all that stuff comes standard. They also go on to talk about how there's multiple onboard USB outlets. There's that available wireless device charging. There's customizable ambient lighting. And yeah, let's move on. Now, this is rather interesting, I think. This is the world's first smart cruise control with machine learning. apparently the G80 emulates its owner's driving style by learning your specific approach to the craft. Well, if you're a horrible driver, then that car is going to be out there driving horribly. Here they say there's a mint of intelligent features, such as the available surround view monitor, the highway driving assist 2, cloud-based profiles for different drivers, and a 14.5-inch infotainment system. Other notable technology features that Genesis had to give us a huge picture for is the remote smart parking assist. So parallel parking is in the past, they say. You can see this gentleman's outside the car, and so you can stand safely aside while the G80 intelligently parks itself. Okay, let's talk about safety features for the 2021 Genesis G80. They like that word mint because here's a mint of advanced driver assist systems, such as forward collision avoidance assist, blind spot collision avoidance assist, lane keeping assist, and safe exit assist. So let's talk about the performance features of the Genesis G80. They actually don't have a lot to say. They let us know that the car comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and you get steering wheel mounted paddle shifters when you option the car with available all-wheel drive. Then they go on to talk about the 3.5-liter turbo engine. I told you there's two motors, 2.5T. That engine makes 300 horsepower. The 3.5T makes 75 more horsepower. It makes 375 horsepower, and of course there's that optional all-wheel drive. There are actually some other performance features they want to tell us about, like the intelligent drive modes. Many manufacturers offer drive modes for their transmissions. Genesis is doing the same thing. So you've got drive modes like Comfort, Smart, Eco, Sport, and even a custom setting. Then they go on to talk about the available all-wheel drive again. And lastly, the available electronically controlled suspension. So apparently, let's go over the accolades real fast for the 2021 Genesis G80. They say that it had the most dependable midsize premium car 2 years in a row. For Auto Trader, it was the 10 best car interiors under $50,000, although we're getting ready to spend $62,250 for ours. In 2020, it was a IIHS top safety pick. And for 2020, the Genesis G80 also achieved a 5-star overall safety rating. Let's quickly take a look at some of the accessories available for the G80. Here they're showing us the available wheel locks. You can also get the mud guards, the bumper applique, the winter package kit, which basically is your all-season floor liners and some custom mud guards. You can get the cargo tray, which I do like the cargo tray. And of course, there's a premium first aid kit. Here's some information down here that I think is quite notable. After we go over this information, then we'll go do the build. So Genesis Connected Services. So I guess when you buy one of these new, that includes 3 years of complimentary connected services, which offers a suite of safety, guidance, and remote features. Also roadside assistance and all that kind of stuff there. There's also the Genesis Valet service. So 3 years, 36,000 miles. They'll perform a remote diagnostic check, pick up your vehicle, send a courtesy replacement, all that kind of stuff for 3 years when you buy the vehicle. They will give you multimedia and navigation updates as well for 3 years. You get free complimentary scheduled maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first. When you buy your G80 brand new, you get a 3-month free trial of Sirius XM All Access. And that gives you 150 channels of news, talk, and entertainment. Then finally here they talk about 24/7 enhanced roadside assistance, and they say 5 years of complimentary roadside assistance. So that sounds pretty good to me. Okay, so we went over everything that Genesis wanted to tell us about the all-new G80. Now we're ready to do the build and price. We're going to price out the 3.5T V6 with all-wheel drive. It starts at $62,250. Let's go spec it out. Okay, so the first thing they do is take us to a page where we have to select our powertrain because, as you know, the trim levels are really decided by which engine you want. We want the 3.5T with all-wheel drive. Now we can move on to packages, and the only package to be had for the 3.5T is the Prestige package. And as you know, I suggested getting it. I think that's the way to go. Why not get this vehicle loaded? Okay, let's go over these exterior colors and then we'll pick one. This color here is Seville Silver, Alta White, Black Forest Green, Tasman Blue, Uyuni White, Adriatic Blue, Gold Coast Silver, Vic Black, and Himalayan Gray. I think we're going to choose the Vic Black. Moving on, now let's select our interior color, but before we do that, we can actually do a 360 walk around of the interior of the G80. So let's have a quick little look around, and while we're doing that, I'll tell you that this color here is called Maroon Brown with a Havana Brown with olive ash wood. So here's a good shot of the olive ash wood here. We can see it. These seats are maroon brown, and we can see they've got a little black piping on them. Here's a nice look in the back seat. We can see that panoramic roof that comes standard with the 3.5T. You've got your little stainless steel speaker covers on the door. That's all nice. You've got your nice big infotainment screen. You've got your digital instrument cluster. It's a decent presentation in here. So yeah, maroon brown, Havana brown with olive ash. Let's check out the other interior colors. This color here is the black with ash color gradation. I actually like the wood trim on this one. It's very, very nice. I just noticed up here, we can kind of see it. The MSRP, we're sitting at $68,150. So we're almost pushing $70,000 for this thing. Let's check out the next interior color. Here's anthracite beige with ash color gradation. So actually, this isn't bad. Normally, I don't like the light color interior, but this doesn't look bad. Like the microfiber headliner. Love the black piping. And while I do like this interior, I think we're going to probably go with the black because I know I won't have any regrets. Yeah, that looks good. And as we can see, we've got that white contrast stitching also on the seats. And I also like how the steering wheel is no longer two-tone. I wasn't really a fan of the two-tone steering wheel. And so now we got an all-black steering wheel. That looks good. Leather-wrapped steering wheel. I like the ash color gradation for the for your wood trim. You get a light headliner, suede well, it's not Alcantara, it's a micro suede headliner, and that looks pretty good. So let's move on. The only thing for us to consider is, do we want to add any of these accessories? My answer to that is probably yes. I'd like to add that reversible cargo tray. And I kind of like the winter package because I want those mud guards, and why not throw the all-season floor mats in there at the same time? And the wheel locks are pretty cheap. Why not throw that on? It's cheap insurance for your wheels. Why not? These are all dealer-installed items, FYI. Let's move on to the summary. So there we go. We can see the bottom line here, literally. $69,750, $70,000 to put this 2021 Genesis G80 with 3.5T all-wheel drive with the Prestige package to put that in your driveway, your garage, or wherever you're going to park it. So, not a bad-looking vehicle. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a brand that doesn't have all the heritage of like Mercedes or BMW or Audi. So it's a lot of money to pay. And yes, they are giving you a lot for your money. But would you still get this for $70,000, or now would you be looking at a BMW or an Audi or something like that? You could let me know in the comments below. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So if you found this build and price review of the 2021 Genesis G80 helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.